Okay, so let's get into the word here just a little bit, and I want you to really think with me. If you'll think with me for 30 or 40 minutes here, then I think you'll get something out of this. All of you can see in your bulletin here that we are on a series about rediscovering God's church. Now, here's why we're in this series, and this is an important series. It's because we are subject to our culture. So, the culture that's gone on in the United States of America has helped form our view of church. All right, so many of the scriptures have been reinterpreted because of 20th century prosperity here in America. And we've ended up in a position where the church has become very, very, very individualistic, I guess would be the word. And so we read the scriptures on how the Lord wants to bless us. The Lord wants to save us. The Lord wants to empower us. The Lord wants to strengthen us. So most of the New Testament scriptures about power, authority, dominion, righteousness, things like that are written to the church body. So those things are very often triggered as the church is the church. But since we think in terms of us, and if we're thinking in terms of us rather than the church body, then we interpret the scripture that way, and then church becomes a consumer item. All right, so you shop church just like you shop between Walmart and Target. Or you evaluate a worship service just like you would evaluate whether or not you like the displays when you go to King Soopers or Albertsons, and you're comparing the produce departments. But you see, church is different than that. There is a body of people in the world, the brotherhood of mankind, and then God has chosen from that human race a people of his own. All right, those people are identified as his portion, and they are his bride. They are his people that he died on the cross for, and that he poured out the Spirit upon and within. And that church is an entity that is uniquely his. So the purpose of Sunday morning is not a platform display. Although when it's a group, you need the platform. We need people to lead. We need all that. But the purpose is not the platform. The purpose is the relational dynamic amongst the people, because the members in the church, because we are supposed to be theoretically connected to one another the same way your physical body is connected. And this morning, we have some veterinarians here and some doctors here. We could dismember you. Okay? If we did that, whatever part we took off would die. So we could cut off a finger or a hand or a foot or an arm, and we could set it on to the side, and it would still have all the parts it has right now. And so right now, your hands or your feet or your nose, all that's functional because it's connected to the rest of the body. All right, so between the nerves and between the blood circulation system and the various parts, the ligaments, the bones, the joints, between all those things that connect you, your body is able to perform a function. And your body is able to display what's going on in your personality and the things that are going on in your brain and in your spirit and in your emotions. All those things are able to be displayed through your body because it's connected. But if it's not connected, it'll just lay there and die. It will not work. And all of it is aging. All right? And it's all developing. It's all influencing one another. So if this morning, one portion of your body gets diseased or broken or wounded, it'll affect everything else in you. Because your spirit is connected to your body and your soul is connected to your spirit and your body is connected to your soul is, and the body, where am I? And so everything influences everything. If your body starts to break apart, you'll have a spiritual struggle. If your spirit gets into trouble and you're disconnected from God and your relationships are starting to spoil, the likelihood of you getting physically ill goes up. And so everything influences everything. So if you can be healthy, well-connected, so your mind, your will, your emotions, all the different parts of you, when they're connected in a healthy way, you're going to live a much more happy life.